sight to behold. No matter what English words is used here to describe your experience of Bealtaine and their people here at Uisneach, it only scratches the surface. It may be described using Oscailga because there's a wider vocabulary. But when you see the procession and the fire and the whole spectacle of all, the props and the spirit of the festival, I reckon you may even feel emotional. It is incredibly touching. It's a lovely thing to experience because this is going back thousands of years.
Cari amici di Radio Dublino, io sono Kristina Tomic e mi trovo sulle colline di Uisneach e questo è Bealtaine.
Nel cuore dell'Irlanda, a inizio maggio, si festeggia Bealtaine, una delle 4 festività celtiche incentrate sul rapporto con la natura e l'agricoltura, e si celebra l'inizio dell'estate, sulle colline di Uisneach. Una volta arrivati con lo shuttle o in macchina, si viene catapultati in un mondo particolare. Non mancano ovviamente gli stand con i cristalli e la salvia cerimoniale, o candele profumate fatte tutte con ingredienti naturali. C'è persino un angolo della strega. E ovviamente non possono mancare i corni, gli elmi e le spade in legno per i bambini. E le tradizionali corone di edera e di fiori. E sì, ci sono persino gli unicorni. Ma la musica durante il giorno la fa da padrone. Come anche lo storytelling.
Important concepts. Imbas, the inflowing of bright illumination, of poetic inspiration that comes from the gods.
Cari amici di Radio Dublino, io mi trovo qui con il grandissimo Tom. Hello Tom.
Hello there. Nice to see you, my dear.
Lovely to see you too. And you are a blacksmith.
I am indeed. Yes.
How is it to be a blacksmith today?
Oh, it is so exciting because there's a lot of opportunity. My unique selling point is when people come and visit Ireland, that when, our Office of Public Work officials there, when they welcome you to Newgrange, for example, our friends in the OPW can talk about ancient Ireland. I bring ancient Ireland to life. So I let people feel and touch and smell and taste and become the characters. We use the props, we use the costumes, we use the fire. And when you think about fire, fire hasn't changed in 6,000 years. So fire is as honest now as it was all those years back in the context of its purpose, of its intentions.
And it's perfect for today because
very much so.
Really because fire is the main element of Bealtaine.
It's the central focal point. And when we look to the Great Hill and we can see where the fire will be lit tonight, can you imagine thousands of years ago where there was 2 great bonfires lit and the animals was walked between the 2 fires in the context of spiritual cleansing or healing? And now the beacons of Ireland are looking to sacred centre. For example, where I'm from in County Meath, the local burial chamber of Lough Crew would be looking to sacred Uisneach, and then they would light the fire at Uisneach, and then from that fire, the Hill of Slane or the Hill of Tara is looking to light the fire, but will only light the fire once they get the visual blessing, having seen the fire burning. So now we have the whole entire island of Ireland lit up with the beacons, all based from sacred centre, this very ground that we're walking on today.
Wow, that's absolutely insane. And can you tell us why fire? What does it represent?
Well, when you think about the uncertainty with fire in the context of, well, what is fire? So bring that context back thousands of years ago and bring the word spirituality into it. There is so much unknown, but there's so much power. There is so much belief. There is so much that can be done with fire. You use in the right context. We can heat water. We can cook. We can work equipment. We can make tools. We can defend. We can clear. So fire is so powerful in the context of what it can be used for in the right context. But it's also a terrifying aspect if a fire goes out of control. Look at the damage that can be done. So, there's such respect given to fire back thousands of years ago in the context of the unknown. It's like fire and water and wind. There is so much unknown about the physical aspects of it then that if you bring it into a spiritual context, it is unbelievable. It's overwhelming. And again, if you ask people about their faith, well, what do you believe in? Yeah. Well, we believe in this or that. And that's a very powerful thing because you cling on to that as you enjoy your journey through life.
Wow, that's absolutely beautiful. So would you say that the Celts, the main beliefs are connected with the elements and nature? And how would you explain it?
Well, in the context even of the blacksmith world, the goddess Bridget was so close to the people that worked the iron for the simple reason that because
she was a blacksmith.
She was indeed, yes. Yeah. So she looked upon and very much favoured the blacksmiths because they were the worker of the elements, the worker of the fire, the working of the air, and the working of the water. So that was very important in the generations of the weapons or the jewellery because they were given a blessing. So this is a sight to behold. No matter what English words is used here to describe your experience of Bealtaine and their people here at Uisneach, it only scratches the surface. It may be described using Oscailga because it's a wider vocabulary. But when you see the procession and the fire and the whole spectacle of all, the props and the spirit of the festival, I reckon you may even feel emotional. It is incredibly touching. It's a lovely thing to experience because this is going back thousands of years.
Oh, I can't wait. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
And happy Bealtaine. Ciao.
Ciao.
Hi, I'm Charles from the Bull on Ark, and I want to introduce you all to Soup of the Land. So Soup of the Land is my own little form of protest, and also something to empower us as Irish people. So it's made from the chanterelle mushrooms, dillis, wild garlic, and spring water, and nettles. Nettles is the big base. This soup is superfood for all of us, but not only that, we can make it from our hedgerows around our houses, and there's no diesel involved, and it empowers us. Just go and follow Soup of the Land.
Yeah.
And on Soup of the Land, I'm going to teach everyone how to make this soup from scratch in a really, really easy way. You don't need to buy any ingredients. And then once you learn to make the soup, I want you to go teach your neighbor, teach your sister, teach your brother how to make the soup, and they have to pass it on to someone else. And then everyone like and share, put it on the Instagram, and it'll start to take off like wildfire. And I'm going to step back completely, and the soup is going to be its own entity.
And it's going to belong to the people.
It belongs to the people, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We have Bridget as the healer. We have Bridget to transform us, to guide us through the thresholds. We have Macha with her divine justice. We have Eru of sovereignty. We have Queen Maeve. Maeve is wild freedom personified. Maeve is bodily autonomy. So for all issues of bodily autonomy, call to Maeve. And it's not just about us women, because our children were boys and girls, and those men grow with that separation And we have lovers and husbands and brothers. And I call on those goddesses to stand with us against misogyny, against the patriarchy, because the true brothers in our community will always stand with us. They will stand with their sisters. Woo! And the true brothers will never ever say, not all men. Woo!
Of fresh starts and new beginnings. When you stop fearing the dark and learn to love it instead, then you are really living.
Cari amici di Radio Dublino, siamo qui con Emer Burke, che è un druido. Benvenuta.
Grazie mille, sono felice di essere qui con te. So Bealtaine is this time, does it mean Beal's fire? Beal is a fire god. Who knows, with different meanings. But this is in the mythology, many of our stories take place at Bealtaine and Samhain or Lunisar. And traditionally, Uisneach was where it's the spiritual centre of Ireland, where people would gather and two big fires were lit in celebration. On the eve of Bealtaine, people would extinguish their fires, and they would not relight their fire until the first fires were lit here, and then people would light fires around. And I don't know if you saw last night, there were a few fires lit in distant hills. So then people would take a coal from their local fire and then start and look after that coal for the whole year again. So Druidry it has roots in the ancient past, but it does not have a long, unbroken line back to our ancestors. But that's not important. What it is today is a dogma-free spiritual path that has relevance to today, to the times we live in, and it's organic and it's developing. So we get members from all over the world.
Se vogliate avvicinarvi alle leggende celtiche e conoscere le storie e le leggende di questa terra, o che semplicemente vogliate passare un fine settimana nella campagna irlandese tra musica e spettacoli di fuoco, il Bealtaine Fire Festival è un'esperienza più unica che rara che va fatta almeno una volta nella vita. Ma se chiedete a me, questo festival vi darà molto di più. Io sono Kristina Tomic per Radio Dublino, dalle meravigliose colline di Uisneach per il Bealtaine Fire Festival. Alla prossima!